black paper bag that we didn't quite get to yet. I mentioned I would show you that part of the art haul in another video at another time, and that time is now. So let's get into it, shall we? I got this part of the art haul at a local art store. They gave me this cute little black paper bag with all kinds of art supplies on it by Royal Talents, which is the maker of this bag. And as you can see, the very first item that I take out is a dot card. To many of you, it might look familiar because there's quite a lot of people making swatches of this dot card on YouTube. Then there is this secret, I'm not going to reveal it yet, wrapped in Rembrandt paper, which is also a Royal Talents brand. And this thing in the Van Gogh paper, which is also by Royal Talents. And today we'll be starting with the one wrapped in Van Gogh paper. So it is the smallest of the bunch in size, but that doesn't make it any less valuable. And critical also for your art process, I would say. So I have quite some trouble unfolding this because it was very well wrapped by the art store. The people who work there are simply amazing and can help you out with so much, so I was so happy to be able to go back into the store. And as you see, we have a paintbrush. Now this is a square size 12 Raphael Precision Imitation Sable brush. So it is synthetic fibers. As you can see here, it's called the Mauritius by Raphael, like I said. So it is still wrapped in its plastic coating, as an unboxing should, and you can clearly see the square shape that the bristles are cut off in. Ooh, there we go. Still very nice and shiny. It is coated with something to keep the bristles in shape. Quite sturdy. I really think I'm gonna like this brush. I've been really wanting a square brush to add to my collection. So the next item I want to share with you in this unboxing video is the dot card by Daniel Smith. Now it has extra fine watercolors. It comes in 4 sheets and there are 238 colors on these dot sheets to try. It says here you can wet the brush, apply the brush to one of the paint colored dots, and put the brush to paper and enjoy. So I'll definitely be doing that soon. It's wrapped in plastic. Again, this is quite necessary to protect it, but maybe there may be some environmentally friendly options for that in the future. So the easy steps comes right off, and then there is the sheets with the paint. As you can see, the first sheet is mostly yellows, reds, and into the violets. The second sheet is the purples and the blues and some greens at the end, varying in hue. Also has some color information at the bottom. So the Imperial Purple and the Wisteria are colors that I already own, as well as the lavender. So they won't be 100% new for me, but it's nice to have a little extra dot of it laying around. And the third sheet of colors is mostly in the neutral range. So you see some raw siennas on there. Let me get that closer to you. Some yellow ochres, quinacridone deep gold. Lovely neutral tones that really speak to me at the moment. So I'll be very interested to try every one and see the difference between them, because some seem similar to me on paper. And last but not least, there is the really dark colors close to black. So there's also lamp black And then to close it off, there are some really pretty iridescent colors, which I don't usually work in, but I'm curious to see what they can bring out. So I'll try and show you some of the shimmer, which is quite hard to catch on camera. Maybe in a swatching video it'll come across a bit better. Now, my inexperienced YouTube self is not trying to make you seasick, but I was really trying to show off that shimmer. So, going back to front once more for the people in the back, it is the iridescence and the grays and the blacks. Then we have the neutrals, the browns, then the greens, the blues, and some purples, and then the violet, the red, and the yellows. Also made some close-up shots for you so you can see there are actually dots laying on the paper, so there is enough for you to swatch with. Moving on to the last and surprise secret package that I showed you in the beginning. Also wrapped in this paper, you can kind of peek through and see what it is, I think. The tubes are very recognizable, so I think a lot of you already know what's coming. And yes, they are tubes of paint. Now, this is the Hordam Mars Brown color, which is a granulating color, and it is made up of PBR6. It's a 5 milliliter tube, as is standard with Schminke, or at least in my art shop it is. I don't know if they sell any other sizes. They do sell pans. So on to the next one. There is another Schminke, Cobalt Green Dark, and that is made up of the pigment PG26. It's a lovely deep green color. Going in and seeing what we get out of the next one. And that might be the brand you recognized through the paper already. It is the Daniel Smith. It is a 15 milliliter tube of Potter's Pink, which is also a granulating color because somehow I am very much into granulation nowadays. It is made up of the pigment PR233. And it would be a lovely addition to my palette. So here we go. It is another Daniel Smith 15 milliliter. It is the Cobalt Teal Blue color. And I'm very much into neutrals and granulation, but this Cobalt Teal Blue just really caught my eye and I just really wanted to have it. It's the PG50 pigment. Let's get those in order. Not quite, but I'll allow it for now. And another Daniel Smith. This is the Rose of Ultramarine, which I have been eyeing for months. So now finally I was able to go back into the store and look at the swatch card that they have. This is the PB29 and the PV19 pigments. And yeah, the swatches at the store just really convinced me that I really want this paint at home to try and make some great artwork with. Now another one. This is another Daniel Smith, and this is a Lunar Black, a heavily granulating black that I would really like to add to my palette for mixing. This is the PBK 11 pigment. Now there is another Schminke, and it is the Mahogany Brown. 5 milliliter tube, and pigment PBR 33. Also granulating, and like I said, I don't know why, I just really like granulation at this moment. It's something you don't see in any other medium, so just really caught my eye and I wanted some. So this is a Primatech color. It is the Minnesota Pipestone Genuine. I got the dot card with an order I placed at this shop, and it was the Primatech dot card by Daniel Smith. And I used this color, and I found it very good as a tone for skin colors, and it's good for shading very light skins with. So it also granulates, but it's a reddish, pinkish tone. It's really lovely, so I'm happy to have a big tube of it now. And the Indigo by Daniel Smith. That is a PB60 and the PBK6 pigments combined. Didn't have a color quite like this yet, so be a nice addition to the sets. And then we have the Caput Mortem or Indian Red by Schmincke. Let's see, these are the pigments PR101 and PR206. Yeah, I've seen these in a lot of YouTube videos, and somehow the name also fascinates me, the Caput Mortem. Just sounds a bit ominous, so maybe it will make my paintings a bit ominous and give it a little zhuzh. And that was it. Oh, there's a hole at the bottom. Hi! So, empty bag, no more paints to unwrap or unbox. So this is it, the second part of the art haul that I wanted to share with you guys. Some lovely 6 Daniel Smith paints, 4 Schmincke's, a small brush, and then the dot cards that I'll be swatching out for you while also recording it. And I'm not going to reveal too much quite yet, but it'll be a little bit of a different video than you're used to in the art world, but also on my channel thus far. So I hope you stick around for that one, and I hope to see you in the next one.